What's up, guys? Tournament Master here. I am going to start another tournament, this time in Total War Attila, which is also going to be a unit ban tournament. This is Unit Ban Alpha. You can kind of treat this as an announcement for Unit Ban Alpha. Unit Ban Alpha follows the exact same rules, well, mostly the same rules as Unit Ban EX for Rome 2, which is the one that's currently going on. So, first of all, thanks a lot to BX Brackets for helping me craft this slightly different rule set. The way it's going to be different, and first of all, this tournament will be held, or will start probably once the semifinals of Unit Ban EX ends, because I don't want to start it right now and then just be spammed with too many videos, and I won't have enough time to like cover all of them. So that's why it's not, like, I'm going to give you guys plenty of time to like sign up and blah blah blah, decide where where you want, or if you want to join the tournament or not. So the different the rule, one second, the rule set is basically the same. You can ban, it's going to be a best of 3, always going to be a best of 3, maybe semifinals or finals will be a best of 5, but the player at the top of the bracket he picks a faction and a map first, and then the player at the bottom of the bracket, or his opponent, can choose to ban 2 units from the top of the bracket's roster. So as the top of the bracket, you have the option to either ban 2 units from your opponent's roster or unban 1 unit from your roster, and that's it. Like, you can either unban 1 unit from your roster, and then you won't be able to ban 2 units from your opponent's roster. Now, the different thing in Unit Ban Alpha is that each player has 3 cards, or 3 chances, 3 get out of jail free cards, kind of. So you can use 3 cards, so you can use it only 3 times during this entire tournament. But what one card does is it allows you to unban a unit from your roster. So potentially, there are two situations. If you're at the top of the bracket and you choose a faction, say Assassinates, and your opponent bans, for example, Armenian Slingers and Pushtikban Cataphracts. Now you do have the option, if you choose to exercise it, to unban Pushtikban and then use 1 out of your 3 cards to also unban Armenian Slingers. That way you now have access to a full roster, but keep in mind you've already lost 1 of your cards. You can only do this 3 times during the entire tournament, so you have to use it very, very wisely. The other situation is if you're at the bottom of the bracket and your opponent chooses to, so the top of the bracket bans, so suppose I'm on the other side, and my opponent, who was Assassinates, or the top of the bracket was Assassinates, and I have maybe chosen the Franks, and he has banned Royal Unstrationes and Scar Francisca, and I really want to use Royal Unstrationes. I can choose, on top of banning 2 units from my opponent's roster, I can now use 1 of my cards to unban 1 unit from my roster. Now, keep in mind, the bottom of the bracket never has the option to unban a unit from his roster using the regular unban rules, but he can kind of bypass it by using 1 of his 3 cards. So you have 3 chances to unban a unit from your roster. I hope that that kind of makes sense. If you want to sign up, if you want to read all of the rules and the maps and blah blah blah, I will attach, or I will put a link in the description and a link in the comments as well. So see you guys for that. I hope all of you guys, or most of you, decide to join that tournament. It should make Total War Attila a lot of fun, and yeah, stay tuned for videos of that in the near future. Peace.